Good evening to all of you. Supala Foundation of Telugu Ratham organization and luminaries jointly present the recap of the famous personalities of Indian citizens who have shown their professionalism, expertise, service throughout their lifespan in various fields like freedom movement, philanthropists, writers, artists, and other various fields. It is the duty of the present generation to gain such benefits, advantages adopted by those personalities in fulfilling their society obligations apart from their professions through the current generation, and there is an abundant need to hint the future generation of the society, particularly youth sector, that is children, adolescents, and other self-employed and people who are searching for suitable employment and profession. Today, we are presenting a unquestionable, unanswerable personality is Madan Mohan Malavya, the a godly figure, learned person. Madan Mohan Malavya, known as prefix with Pandit, he he born on 25th December 1861 and he expired on 12th November 1946. He was an Indian scholar, educational, reformer, and politician, notable for his role in Indian independence movement as the four times president of Indian National Congress and the founder of Akhila Bharata Hindu Mahasabha. He was respectfully addressed as Pandit Madan Mohan Malavya and also addressed as Mahamana. Malavya strived to promote modern education among Indians and eventually co-founder of Benares Hindu University, which at Varanasi, which has been historically, traditionally very famous educational institution. In 1916 itself, which was created under the Benares Hindu University Act 1915, the largest residential university in Asia and one of the largest in the world, having over 40,000 students across arts, commerce, sciences, engineering, linguistic, ritual, medical agriculture, performing arts, law, and technology from all over the world. Malavya was Vice Chancellor of Benares University from 1919 to 1938, almost 2 decades. He is also remembered for his role in ending the Indian indenture system, especially in the Caribbean. His efforts in helping the Intro-Caribbeans is compared to Mahatma Gandhi's efforts of helping Indian South Africans. Malavya was one of the founders of Scouting in India. He also founded a highly influential English newspaper, The Leader, published from Prayagraj in 1909. He was also the chairman of Hindustan Times from 1924 to 1946. His efforts resulted in the launch of its Hindi edition named Hindustan Dainik in 1936. Madan Mohan Malaviya was posthumously conferred with Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, on 24th December 2014, a day before his 150th birthday anniversary. Let us see what were the silent features of his life and education. Malaviya was born in Allahabad, northwestern provinces, India on 25th December 1861 in a Brahmin family to Pandit Baiznad and Mona Devi Malaviya. His ancestors, known for their Sanskrit scholarship, originally hailed from Malwa, that is in Ujjain, in the present day state of Madhya Pradesh, and hence came to be known as Malaviyas. Their original surname was Chaturvedi. His father was also a learned man in Sanskrit scriptures and used to recite the Srimad Bhagavatam. Malaviya was traditionally educated at two Sanskrit Patsalas and later continued education at an English school. Malaviya started his schooling at Hardevas Dharma Jnanopadesa Patasala, where he completed his primary education, and later another school run by Vedhan Vardhini Sabha. He then joined Allahabad Jilla School, Allahabad District School, which he started writing poems under the pen name Makarand, which were published in journals and magazines. Malaviya matriculated in 1879 from the Muir Central College, now known as Allahabad University. Harrison College's principal provided a monthly scholarship to Malaviya, whose family had been facing financial hardships, and he was able to complete his BA at the University of Calcutta. Although he wanted to pursue an MA in Sanskrit, his family conditions did not allow it, and his father wanted him to take his family profession of Bhagavat recital. Thus, in July 1884, Madan Mohan Malaviya started his career as an assistant master at the government high school in Allahabad. In regard to his political career, let us see the milestones. In December 1886, Malaviya attended the Second Indian National Congress session in Calcutta under the chairmanship of Dadabhai Naoroji, where he spoke on the issue of representation in councils. His address not only impressed Dadabhai, but also Raja Rampal Singh, ruler of Kalankakar estate near Allahabad, who started a Hindi weekly, Hindustan, but was looking for a suitable editor to turn it into a daily. Thus, in July 1887, he left his school job and joined the editor of the Nationalist Weekly. He remained here for 2.5 years and left for Allahabad to join his law course LLB. It was here that he was offered co-editorship of the Indian Opinion, an English daily. After finishing his law degree, he started practicing law at Allahabad District Court in 1891 and moved to Allahabad High Court in December 1893. Malaviya became the president of the Indian National Congress in 1909 and 1918. He was a moderate leader and opposed the separatist electorate for Muslims under the Lucknow Pact of 1916. The Mahatma title was conferred to him by Rabindranath Tagore. To redeem his resolve to serve the cause of education and social service, he renounced his well-established practice of law in 1911 forever in order to follow the tradition of sannyasa throughout his life. He pursued the avowed commitment to live on the society's support. But when 177 freedom fighters were convicted to be hanged in the Chauri Chaura case, he appeared before the court despite his woe and got acquitted 156 freedom fighters. He remained a member of the Imperial Legislative Council from 1912, and when in 1919 it was converted into the Central Legislature Assembly. He remained its member as well till 1926. Malavya was an important figure in the non-cooperation movement. However, he was opposed to the politics of appeasement and the participation of Congress in the Khilafat movement. In 1928, he joined the Lala Lajpat Rai, Jawaharlal Nehru, and many others in protesting against the Simon Commission, which had been set up by the British to consider India's future, just as the Buy British campaign was sweeping England. He issued on 30th May 1932 a manifesto urging concentration on the Buy Indian movement in India. Malavya was a delegate at the Second Roundtable Conference in 1931. However, during the civil disobedience movement, he was arrested on 25th April 1932, along with 450 other Congress volunteers in Delhi only a few days after he was appointed in 1932 at Delhi as the president of the Congress after the arrest of Sarojini Naidu. In 1933, at Calcutta, Malavya was again appointed as the president of the Congress. Thus, before independence, Malavya was the only leader of the Indian National Congress who was appointed as its president for 4 terms. On 25th September 1932, an agreement known as Pune Pact was signed between Dr. Ambedkar on behalf of the depressed classes among Hindus and Malavya on behalf of the Hindus. The agreement gave reserved seats for the depressed classes in the provisional legislatures within the general electorate and not by creating a separate electorate. Due to the pact, the depressed class received 148 seats in the legislature instead of the 71 as allocated in the communal award proposal of the British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald. After the pact, the communal award was modified to include the terms as per the pacts. The text uses the term depressed classes to denote untouchables among Hindus who were later called scheduled castes and scheduled tribes under India Act 1935 and the later Indian Constitution of 1950. In protest against the communal award, which sought to provide separate electorate for minorities, Malavya, along with the Madhav Srihari Ane, left the Congress and started the Congress Nationalist Party. The party contested in 1934 elections to the central legislature and won 12 seats. In regard to journalistic career, let us see the highlights. Malaviya started his journalistic career as the editor of the Hindi daily Hindustan in 1887. Raja Rampai Singh of Kalakankar, Pratapgarh district, impressed by the speech and the personality of Malaviya during the second Congress session in Calcutta held in 1886, requested Malaviya to take up this position. Then in 1889, he became the editor of the Indian Opinion. After the incorporation of the Indian Opinion with the Advocate of Lucknow, Malaviya started his own Hindi weekly Abhyudaya during 1907 and 1909 under his editorship. Also, his poems Savaiyas were published sometime in 1883-84 under the pseudonym of Makarand in Harishchandra Chandrika magazine, brought out by the famous Bharatendu articles on religious and contemporary subjects published in Hindi Pradeepa. When the English government tried to bring to the Press Act and the Newspaper Act in 1908, Malaviyaji started a campaign against the act and called an All India conference in Allahabad. He then realized the need of an English newspaper to make the campaign effective throughout the country. As a result, with the help of Motilal Nehru, he started an English daily entitled The Leader in 1909, where he was editor during 1909 and 11 and president 1911 to 1919. In 1910, Malaviyaji started Hindi paper Maryada. In 1924, Malaviya, along with the help of national leaders Lala Lajpat Rai and M.R. Jaikar and industrialist Ghanshyam Das Birla acquired the Hindustan Times and saved it from an untimely demise. Malaviya raised 50,000 rupees during those days to acquire the Hindustan Times, and industrialist Ghanshyam Das Birla paid most of the cash. Malaviya was the chairman of Hindustan Times from 1924 to 1946. His efforts resulted in the launch of its Hindi edition, Hindustan, in 1936. The paper is now owned by the Birla family. In 1933, Malaviya started Sanatana Dharma from Banaras Hindu University, a magazine dedicated to religious dharmic interests. Now, let us highlight his legal career. In 1891, Malaviya completed his LLB from Allahabad University and started practice in Allahabad district court, and then from 1893 practiced at the High Court. He soon earned huge respect as one of the most brilliant lawyers of the Allahabad High Court. He gave up his legal practice when he was at his pinnacle in 1911 on his 50th birthday so that he could serve the nation thereafter. About his legal career, Sir Tej Bahadur Sapru mentions of him, "O brilliant civil lawyer," and Sir Mirza Ismail said, "I have heard a great lawyer say that if Mr. Malaviya had so willed it, he would have been an ornament to the legal profession. A good remark. Malavya only once again donned his lawyer's role in 1924 following the Chauri Chaura incident, in which a police station was attacked and arson in February 1922. As a result, which Mahatma Gandhi called off the then launched non-cooperative movement. The session court had sent to gallows 170 persons for the attack. However, Malavya defended them in the Allahabad High Court and was able to get 155 persons saved from the gallows. The remaining 15 also were recommended for clemency by the High Court, whereafter their sentences were also commuted from death to life imprisonment. During these arguments, the then Chief Justice, Honorable Sir Grimwood Mears, bowed thrice to Malavya as a mark of great appreciation for the sheer brilliance of his arguments. Let us see how Malavya was associated with Benares Hindu University. In April 1911, Anna Besant met Malavya and they decided to work for a common Hindu university in Varanasi. Anna Besant and fellow trustees of the Central Hindu College, which she had founded in 1898, also agreed to Government of India's precondition that the college should become a part of the new university. Thus, Benares Hindu University was established in 1916, though through a parliamentary legislation, the Benares Hindu University Act 1915, and today it remains a prominent institution of learning in India. In 1939, he left the Vice Chancellorship of Benares Hindu University and was succeeded by another great person, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, who later became the President of India. Spread over 16.5 square kilometers and a student population of about 30,000, Benares Hindu University is the largest residential university in Asia. Mr. Malavya's social work was also quite impressible. Malavya founded Ganga Mahasabha to oppose the damming of Ganges. He compelled the British government to sign an agreement with Ganga Mahasabha and other Hindu religious leaders on uninterrupted flow of Ganges in Haridwar and protect Ganges for future obstructions. This agreement is known as Aviral Ganga Raksha Samjhota 1916, also known as Agreement of 1916. Malavya played an important part in the removal of untouchability and in giving direction to the Harijan movement. The Harijan Sevak Sangh was founded at a meeting in 1933, at which Pandit Malavya presided over. Malavya asserted, if you admit internal purity of human soul, you or your religion can never get impure or defiled in any way by touch or association with any man. To solve the problem of untouchability, Malavya followed a Hindu method of giving mantra diksha to untouchables. He said mantra would be a certain means of their upliftment socially, politically, and spiritually. He worked for the eradication of caste barriers in temples and other social barriers. Malavya made massive efforts to ensure the entry of so-called untouchables into any Hindu temple. In March 1936, Hindu Dalit Harijan leader P.N. Rajbose, along with a group of 200 Dalit people, demanded entry of the Kalaram temple on a Radhayatra day. Malavya, in the presence of priests of Kalaram temple, gave Diksha to the assembled people and gave them entry into the temple. Then these Dalit members also participated in the Radhayatra of Kalaram temple. In 1901, Malavya established a boys' hostel named Hindu Hostel, Hindu boarding house in Allahabad. Scouting has been a very important social defense mechanism. Though Scouting in India was officially founded in British India in India at the Bishop Cotton's Boys High School in Bangalore. Scouting for native Indians was started by Justice Vivian Bose, Malavya, Hridayanath Kunjuru, Girija Shankar Bajpai, Anibesant, and George Arundel. Malavya became its first chief scout. In 1913, he also started a scouting-inspired organization called All India Seva Samiti. Legacy. The slogan Sachameva Jayate, truth alone trumps, is also a legacy given to the nation by Pandit Malavya as the president of the Indian National Congress in its session of 1918 at Delhi by saying that this slogan from the Mundaka Upanishad should be the slogan for the nation. He started the tradition of Harati at Harki Pauri, Haridwar, to the sacred Ganga river, which is performed till date. The Malavya Dvipa, a small island across the Ghat, is named after him and carries his bust. The Indian Post issued stamps in his honor in 1961 and 2011 to celebrate his 100th and 150th birthday anniversaries, respectively. Malavya Nagar in Allahabad, Lucknow, Delhi, Dehradun, Bhopal, Durg, and Jaipur are named after him. A square in main city at Jabalpur is named after him and is called Malavya Chowk. Malavya National Institute of Technology, MNIT, at Jaipur is named after him, as is Madan Mohan Malavya University of Technology in Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. The hostels of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, Roorkee, Shahranpur campus, and BITS Pilani and Hyderabad campuses are also named Malavya Bhavan after him. In memory of him, Sri Gaund Vidya Mandir, Indur, celebrate his birthday anniversary as Mahatma Devas on every 25th December. They have also declared a fellowship program for poor Sanatan Vipra boys on this day. Mahatma's life life-size portrait was unveiled in the Central Hall of India's Parliament by the then President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and his life-size statue was unveiled in 1961 by the then President of India, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, in front of Benares Hindu University main gate on the occasion of his birth centenary. In front of the main gate leading to the assembly hall and outside the porch, there exists a bust of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya, which was inaugurated by the former Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Dr. A.N. Jha, on 25th December 1971. On 25th December 2008, on his birthday anniversary, the National Memorial of Mahatma Madan Mohan Malaviya Smriti Bhavan, was inaugurated by the then President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam, at 53 Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Marg in Delhi. 2011 was celebrated as his 150th birth centenary by the Government of India under the chairmanship of India's Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, who announced the establishment of a center for Malaviya studies at the Benares Hindu University, in addition to scholarships and education related awards in his memory. And UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi released a biography of Madan Mohan Malaviya. On 24th December 2014, Madan Mohan Malaviya was honored with Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor. Madan Mohan Mahamana Express train plying between Delhi and Varanasi has been flagged off by Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi on 22nd January 2016. The train is named after Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya and is equipped with modern facilities such as bio-toilets in every coach and air-conditioned compartments. Let us see the works of Madan Mohan Malaviya. He created a non-government organization named Sri Madhura Brindavan Asanand Gochar Bhumi in Brindavan for welfare of cows. A criticism of Montagu Kempsford proposals of Indian constitutional reform, printed by C.Y. Chintamani, who was again the editor of Telugu. Speeches and writings of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya was also published by G.A. Natesan in 1919. While there are many references directly and indirectly, and also many biographies were quoted the role and importance of Madan Mohan Malaviya as very important, eminent personality, the learned person, leadership, and other his entire life. Malaviya ji, a brief life sketch of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya, was written by B.K. Akkad, which was published by Vora Publishers in 1948. Malaviyana, a bibliography of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya by Sayaji Rao Gaikwad, and it was published by Prithunad Kaula. Role of Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya in our national life by Chandra Prakash Jha. Modern publications published it. Madan Mohan Malaviya, The Man and His Ideology, written by S.R. Bakshi, Anmol Publications published it. Madan Mohan Malaviya by Sitaram Chaturvedi, which was published by Publications Division, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. Visionary of Modern India, Madan Mohan Malaviya by S.K. Maini, K. Chandramouli, and Vishwanath Pandey, and Mahamana Malaviya Ji Trust in 2019. The making of Malaviya by Professor Rakesh Pandey, 2010, Kishore Vaidya Niketan published it. Mahamana Madan Mohan Malaviya commemorative volume celebrating 150th birthday anniversary, Minister of Culture, Government of India. It was edited by Dr. Vishwanath Pandey of Banaras University in 2012. Available from the Publications Cell, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. So these with this background and still so much to be pronounced, spelt, and the greatness, achievements, and outstanding personality of Mahatma Madan Mohan Malaviya is really a great boon and need to the contemporary society, and there is abundant need to transform the importance of the life and philosophy and approach of Madan Mohan Malaviya to the future generation, particularly young community. On the eve of his birthday anniversary, that is 25th December, we made a small effort to recap his role of the personality of Madan Mohan Malaviya, and that's why we are recording for the benefit of one and all to inspire and adopt his philosophy and the path. Thank you very much. We will come with the another case of luminaries at the earliest. Thank you very much. Good night.